Darwin Nunez gives green light to new club as Liverpool transfer beckons. Darwin Nunez has supposedly given the green light to a Liverpool exit, with the 25-year-old Uruguayan having fallen down the pecking order under Arne Slot last season. Hello everyone, my name is Jack. I'm here to deliver every update on football news. Like and subscribe. Don't forget to leave your thoughts in the comment section. Liverpool striker Darwin Nunez has given the green light to Serie A's side Napoli amid transfer interest in the Uruguayan forward this summer, according to reports. Nunez, who became Liverpool's record signing when he arrived from Benfica in 2022, has scored 40 goals in 143 appearances for the Anfield side. Under Arne Slot last season, though, he fell down the pecking order and only netted 4 times in the Premier League, with 2 of those goals coming in one game against Brentford. Luis Diaz was deployed down the center for large parts of last season, and Diogo Jota started the campaign as first choice. And with Liverpool having signed Florian Wirtz from Bayer Leverkusen, the competition for attacking places is only going to further increase. According to Fabrizio Romano, Nunez is open to leaving Liverpool to join Napoli. However, the Italian club would have to put together a package large enough for the Reds to accept, having committed an initial $86 million, £64 million, when Nunez signed for Liverpool 3 years ago. The Reds are not going to let the South American leave on the cheap, but it would be the best decision for both parties to part ways. Nunez also has interest from the Saudi Pro League, though there are some doubts over how appealing a move there would be. In contrast, Napoli won Serie A last season under Antonio Conte and will be playing in the Champions League. The Naples outfit has already signed Kevin De Bruyne this summer, and Scott McTominay has excelled since leaving Manchester United to move to Italy. Nunez could become the latest Premier League star to make the switch. While Napoli already has Romelu Lukaku on its books, it is looking for more attacking depth. It is also expected to sell Victor Osimhen, who could generate funds and free up space on the roster and the wage bill. Elsewhere, Federico Chiesa is thought to have interest in Italy too. Napoli is one of the teams that has been linked with a move for the forward, who only moved to England from Juventus last summer. Show your support for Liverpool with apparel from Fanatics. The digital sports platform has this Liverpool Nike 2024 25th home custom replica jersey, a Mohamed Salah Liverpool Nike 2024 25th third replica jersey, and more merchandise for Liverpool fans. Chiesa hardly featured for Liverpool last season and has spoken openly about wanting to carefully think about his future this summer, with more chances under Arne Slot next year far from guaranteed. The year is over, but it's an experience I would do again, Chiesa told Corriere dello Sport last month. Soon, I will sit down at the table with the club, agent Fali Ramadani, and my family to find the best solution. I wouldn't mind staying in Liverpool at all. Liverpool.com says Nunez and Chiesa should both be looking to move on this summer. Letting them leave would free up wage space for the Reds. Without making much difference in terms of the number of options available, Nunez has been at Anfield for 3 full seasons, and that is enough time to work out whether or not he is going to be a success. At this point, a departure just feels like the right thing. Monday's reports claim that Liverpool forward Darwin Nunez has given his approval to a summer transfer to join Napoli, but the two clubs still need to come to an agreement over a fee for the Uruguay international. Reports Darwin Nunez says yes to Napoli. Nunez is among the forwards under consideration at Napoli ahead of what is expected to be a busy summer of incomings on the transfer market. The partner pay have already welcomed Kevin De Bruyne and Luca Marianucci, and recent reports claim that there could be another €200 million available for Antonio Conte and his team to spend on new recruits this summer. Naples, Italy, April 27. Antonio Conte, Napoli. Head coach looks on before the Serie A match between Napoli and Torino at Stadio Diego Armando Maradona on April 27, 2025, in Naples, Italy. Photo by Francesco Pecoraro, Getty Images. Among the options in attack is Darwin Nunez, who will be allowed to leave Anfield after 2 seasons under the right conditions. Recent reports indicate that Napoli are hoping to get a deal done for a fee in the region of €50 million, if not even lower. Liverpool, England, April 27. Darwin Nunez of Liverpool celebrates the team's victory and confirmation of winning the Premier League title after the Premier League match between Liverpool FC and Tottenham Hotspur FC at Anfield on April 27, 2025, in Liverpool, England. Photo by Carl Rossini, Getty Images. According to updates from Fabrizio Romano, the 25-year-old has now given his initial green light to joining Napoli this summer, as well as discussing a transfer fee. The relevant parties will also need to come to an agreement on personal terms for the former Benfica forward. Liverpool star Darwin Nunez greenlights move after private transfer talks Darwin Nunez has given Napoli the go-ahead to open talks with Liverpool over a transfer with the Uruguay star, open to the idea of joining the newly minted Italian champions. Anfield has already seen a flurry of transfer activities so far this month, with Jeremy Frimpong joining the Reds from Bayer Leverkusen, alongside his teammate, Florian Wirtz, who made the same move for a British record transfer fee of £116 million. Further incomings are already in the pipeline, with Milos Kerkez set to join from Bournemouth and Crystal Palace's Mark Guéhi also on the radar. Liverpool would also like to add a new striker to their squad this summer, with Nunez, 25, available for transfer following his underwhelming 2024-25 campaign. Napoli are among those courting the former Benfica man, and, per reports in Europe, Nunez has now given the Serie A outfit an initial green light after having the club's project pitched to him. An agreement over personal terms would also have to be struck with Nunez, who moved to Anfield in a deal which could have reached £85 million if all add-ons and bonuses were met. Previous reports have outlined that Liverpool would consider offers starting at €50 million, £42.7 million, with add-ons to nudge the figure up. The Reds rejected a £60 million bid for the Nunez's services from Al Nassr in January, and there has been interest more recently from the Middle East, though the player has no appetite to move to the Saudi Pro League at this point in his career. After starting just 8 Premier League games last season, Nunez headed into the summer open to the prospect of a move away from Merseyside, despite Liverpool's Premier League title triumph last month. Arne Slot paid tribute to the striker's attitude towards the end of the season, saying, "I don't know exactly what is going to happen. One of the main strengths we had this season is that everybody accepted his role, and his role sometimes could be to start every single game, hardly be taken off, sometimes be taken off. It could be sometimes not starting every single game, sometimes not playing hardly minutes. There is an acceptance that Nunez will not be a Liverpool player after this summer. But a number of factors around a possible transfer remain unclear, having been signed from Benfica for a then-club record fee of £85 million, of which most has now been paid. The Uruguayan remains an important asset to the club, but Liverpool have opened themselves up to approaches, of which the most prominent has been from Serie A champions Napoli, who are looking to add another no-nai to Antonio Conte's squad. With talks continuing between the two clubs, transfer journalist Fabrizio Romano now reports that Nunez has given his initial green light for a move to Napoli. Writing on X, Romano claimed that the 25-year-old is open to the move after being presented Conte's project, with a further update on YouTube explaining that Napoli feel they have Darwin's okay. The deal now depends on financial feasibility, as Liverpool want an important transfer fee, and his salary will also be a key topic. He wrote, "Now they have to make the numbers add up with Liverpool and the agents." Romano added, as the Reds will clearly want to get back as much as possible from their £85 million outlay. Nunez has 3 years left on the contract he signed in 2022, but it is unlikely the club will recoup their full spend. Romano stated that Saudi clubs remain interested in Nunez, potentially strengthening Liverpool's position in negotiations. Clearly, the situation is heading towards a positive resolution, with Napoli seemingly the striker's most likely destination at this stage. Arne Slot will have made clear that Nunez does not figure in his long-term plans as first-choice striker. With it widely reported Liverpool will look to sign a new leading no-9 this summer. Joining Napoli would clearly be an attractive proposition, with The Athletic's David Ornstein previously reporting that the player would prefer to stay in Europe over a move to Saudi Arabia. With Italy or Spain in mind, Conte's champions have already added Kevin De Bruyne to their squad, while Victor Osimhen is expected to be sold, with Nunez potentially joining as partner to Romelu Lukaku. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe.